shoulder in a 44 coupe. She had a racing cam and a supercharged. Look at Buddy, hot rod at large. She's a hot rod. She's a hot rod. She's my hot
Big George, your car guy, back at the Valparaiso Soapbox Derby, talking to Tony Rokas, who is like an engineer. He's a designer. He works on these cars. Tony, how many cars you got in this race today?
3 today, one in each division.
Okay, now these have to go to a rigid spec, correct? I mean, they have to weigh so much, they have to be so long, or give me an idea. What division? You got one in the fast division, do you?
Yes, we've got a car in each division, and they all have to go through some really tight inspections. The cars all have to be built a certain way, and you want to try to do the best you can to get them as accurate and close to perfect as possible. That's what makes them go faster.
Well, when you go to Akron or whatever, if you win, they're going to go over these things with a fine-tooth comb, no?
Yes, they do. They really go over them with a fine-tooth comb. So it's as fair as it can possibly be out there.
Okay, what is it? What are they allowed to weigh?
The stock cars weigh 200 pounds. The super with the driver in it. The super stocks weigh 240 pounds with the driver in it, and the masters weigh 255 pounds.
Holy cow! 255 pounds. That's one of my legs, T-Rex. All right. How long are they?
They're about 7 foot, long.
Okay, and I see now, and we went through this a minute ago with a fella about how they keep things fair by rotating the wheels from one car to the next. Those wheels, are they expensive? They look expensive, actually.
They cost about $100 for a set of 4 wheels. And yeah, you rotate tires between the cars to make the race more fair. That way both cars are racing in both lanes on both sets of tires.
Okay, and they're all done to certain specs. Now, do you go home with your tire or no?
Yes, each car has its own set of tires that they own and stays with the car.
So they mark them and they make sure at the end of the day they get their tires back.
Yeah, usually the kids put their names on them.
Okay, wow. There's a lot of high-tech stuff here, and Tony Rokas is the guy that makes the high-tech happen. Thanks, Tony.
Thank you very much.
Big George, your car guy, live at the Valparaiso Soapbox Derby. I have Laura Jake here with me. Now, Laura, you actually drive one of these cars that is a 2-seater for the developmentally disabled children?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did.
Okay, now what kind of credentials do you have to be allowed to drive that? I mean, they don't just grab anybody out of the audience.
You have to be. What are you talking about?
In other words, experience. You have to have driven cars before.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't just grab the first person they see and say, "Hey, drive this car."
Yeah, right. You can drive before, like you've raced before in the Super Stocker Masters, and if you retired, they'll ask you to drive the Super Kids cars.
Now that's really cool. Now you're retired.
Yeah.
From the Masters, I take it.
And Super Stock and Stock.
Really? So now you've been to Akron, have you?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Really? What's that like? Is it cool?
It's very cool. It's very different, since instead of 2 times down the hill, you go 1 time, and if you win that, you advance on to the next heat, and you don't get to switch wheels.
Really? Now there's soapbox racers from all over the country there, right?
Yeah, there's people from Germany, Ghana, China, Japan, and Canada.
Oh, geez, I'm all over the country. Heck, it's all over the world.
Yeah.
Wow. So you do have a lot of experience. And you're retired at what? You got to tell me how old you are.
I'm 16 years old.
Oh, to be retired at 16. What do you think, T-Rex? I think I need to retire. I'm 5 times that. Laura, thank you so much. And keep up the good work. You're a great volunteer, and you really do a number for these kids, and that's a wonderful thing.
Thank you.